Paris Dennard is one of the Republican panelists on the Roland Martin show. And I don't know how old this kid is, and I say kid, not man, kid, because that's how he acts a lot of the times. And possibly Roland needs to get someone else on his show that is a stronger and more knowledgeable and even-keeled Republican that can defend Republican positions. In this particular clip, this man, and he is a man, is totally defenseless to the point that his defense of Donald Trump actually looks asinine, ridiculous, unsupported. He has basically drunk the Trump Kool-Aid, not even the Republican Kool-Aid. He has drunk the Trump Kool-Aid. At every instance that is brought up that is clearly a loser for Trump, this man absolutely tries to defend. And when he can't defend anymore, he tries to deflect into other areas, i.e. Hillary Clinton or the unemployment numbers for the black community, etc. Purely an exercise in deflection, but Roland doesn't let him get away with it. And when it finally gets to a point where his basic principles are questioned, he basically gives up the ass for Donald Trump. And I just can't understand it. Here's the clip.
With our panel right here, we of course have Paris Dennard, Republican strategist, Jameer Burley, who joins us as well, senior campaigner of gun violence and criminal justice for Amnesty International USA, Scott Bolden, defense attorney, partner at Reed Smith Law Firm. All right, folks. First off, y'all pull the tweet up, please, because y'all were a little slow with it. The Hillary Clinton tweet, delete your account. No, not that. Okay, all right, they're a little slow with it. All right, then. So, here's the thing I think was interesting. First of all, Paris, since you were here last time...
I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting.
Last time you were here, you made it clear you were voting for Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump makes these racist comments against this federal judge, gets called up by Speaker of the House Paul Ryan, gets called up by numerous Republicans. Senator Mark Kirk rescinds his endorsement. You still voting for Trump?
I'm still voting for Donald Trump. And I don't have a problem doing it.
So you're fine with Trump making racist comments about a federal judge and he still earns your vote?
I don't think the comments were racist. I think...
Oh my God. Everybody and their brother says the comments are racist, but you don't think they were racist.
Were ill-advised and...
Whoa, stop. You don't think the comments were racist? So you're saying Speaker of the House Paul Ryan was wrong?
I don't agree with what Speaker Ryan said about the comments being racist, but I can understand why he wanted to denounce the comments because they were insensitive and should not have been said. There's no reason why Donald Trump should be talking about a personal matter in the presidential campaign.
No, that's not a personal matter.
No,
he literally was attacking
Trump University.
He literally was attacking the ethnic heritage of a federal judge.
Absolutely.
And that is racist. Paris, you done already lost this, so you needed to tuck your tail between your legs and shut up, but you just can't.
I don't. Well.
Well, he literally said that because he is Latino, he cannot
do his job.
That's what he said. And then he not only doubled down, triple down, quadruple down, and it angered numerous Republicans. And folks are saying, "No, we can't have this as our nominee." But you're fine with that as your nominee.
Just like Democrats are fine with.
Okay, there he goes. He's deflecting. He's not answering the question. He's trying to move someplace else. And you always know you got somebody when they start stuttering, which he just did.
Secretary Clinton being their nominee when she called black people super predators. People say things that are wrong, and people say things on a campaign trail because they're human, and and you cannot take one thing and say, you know what, on a whole, I'm going to not associate myself with this person because I don't believe
All right, the difference is she's apologized for making that super predator comment. Donald Trump hasn't apologized for anything. And it's not just one thing, it's numerous things. He has attacked the Hispanic community. He has attacked the Muslim community. He's attacked the black community on numerous occasions. He's attacked women. He's attacked the handicapped. He's damn near attacked everybody. And you don't believe that he said these racist things, and you believe that these things are taken out of context? Hell to the no.
Donald Trump on the economy, on jobs, and they're doing things for our community specifically. I think he's going to be.
So when Donald Trump consistently retweets white nationalists, when you have white nationalists, when you have white supremacists who want to be Trump delegates to the convention, what does that say?
It says that there are white nationalists who want to be delegates to the convention to support Trump. But I wish the media would spend time going over every single person in the entire country who may be...
Every person not trying to be president. Every person not a Republican nominee.
That's not the point I was making. The point I'm making is that there are a lot of people in this country who are racist, who are evil, who are supporting Secretary Clinton. But the media, we don't go after them and try to find them out.
Well, I think what we've seen, though, I know, one, the fact that we haven't heard anything from those individuals who say that they're white supremacists who support Hillary Clinton. We have seen constant examples of that for Donald Trump. He has not denounced that support.
That's not true.
That is
He
support.
has denounced it.
No, he's not. He's denounced it constantly. He kept saying that he did not know who the KKK was. He did not know who the leader of the KKK was.
His press shop has agreed to interviews with white supremacists. His own son did an interview with a white supremacist on a radio show.
And he said he did not know that.
Just say this is sad, actually, that Trump and the Republicans, black, white, yellow, or brown, have turned themselves into apologists and believe that they can separate themselves from racist statements, and that racist statements don't make the man racist. Words matter, and we can only judge him by his words, and his words about Muslims, women, Hispanic heritage, or Mexican heritage simply make no sense.
Beyond his own.
And they actually want to put him in the White House, without a doubt.
If it walks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Donald Trump is a racist. Paris, you're on the wrong side of a losing argument, and you sitting up there and continuing to try to defend Donald Trump and saying that his comments weren't racist, it basically just is an indication that your intelligence level in this particular case is basically nil.
So there's nothing race neutral about Donald Trump.
So yesterday, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren gave a speech, and let's just say she opened a huge can of
whoop ass.
Just go ahead and play it.
Donald Trump is a loud, nasty, thin-skinned fraud who has never risked anything for anyone and who serves no one but himself. What kind of a man is Donald Trump? Donald Trump says Judge Curiel should be ashamed of himself. No, Donald, you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed. Ashamed for using the megaphone of a presidential campaign to attack a judge's character and integrity simply because you think you have some God-given right to steal people's money and get away with it. You shame yourself and you shame this great country. Now, like all federal judges, Judge Curiel is bound by the Federal Code of Judicial Ethics not to respond to these attacks. Trump is picking on someone who is ethically bound not to defend himself. Exactly what you would expect from a thin-skinned racist bully.
agree with anything that she has to say. And I think that this is all politics. And the unfortunate thing is we're not focusing on things like the IG report. We're not focusing on things like the jobs report. We're not the unemployment rate for Black Americans at 8.2%, which is a low for this administration. But it is still dismal, and it is not the true, accurate representation of what the real
Trump's not talking about that, though.
And-
Sure,
and I think he should.
Trump's
And I
not
think that
talking
he should.
about
He hasn't
that.
given solutions
But you
to any
can't
of
give
those
him a pass
things
because he
either.
And this administration hasn't given any solutions for the 8.2%
But we're talking about, but all
unemployment
I'm
rate.
saying is that we're talking about the current individual who is running for this office that you say that should be talking about these issues, and as a candidate, he's not talking about those
And I
issues.
think that's wrong.
So
He should.
what makes you think that when he gets elected, he's going to talk about these issues, considering his blatant comments so far?
And if he's not talking about these issues, then how is he supportable then? That coupled with his racist statements.
Because he's not talking about the IG report.
Republicans need to get a reality check. They really do. But he's put the Republicans in a very difficult position.
No, he has not.
I gotta tell you, it's going to be you can't. You can't unite a party by saying I'm going to separate his racist statements and support him at the same time. It's irreconcilable.
Then how do you reconcile your support for what the Clinton administration did as it relates to the Black community?
Race
as it relates
issues.
to
They're not making offensive statements about Mexican judges. They're not making racist statements about Muslims.
One second, Scott, finish their Paris.
I'm done. But Trump is doing that.
What we're supporting. What I am saying is that we need to hold all candidates accountable for the words that they say out of their mouths as a reference to all
our
of their
listeners
candidates.
how you hold Secretary Clinton accountable for what she called Black people super predators.
And she apologized for that. She said it was taken out of context.
How do you feel?
Hold on.
How do you feel about
Let
that
me finish.
statement?
She apologized for that, and she said it was taken out of context. And how I feel about it, I think it was wrong, just as wrong as any comment that Trump has made about race and people's inability to do something because of their race.
Hold on 1 second. Right, Paris, question.
Nothing.
Has Donald Trump apologized for the racist comments against the judge? No.
He,
Hold on 1 second. Paris, yes or no, has Trump apologized?
to my knowledge, he has not apologized for that statement.
Has Donald Trump apologized at any point during this campaign? Has Donald Trump apologized for his attacks on Megyn Kelly? Has Donald Trump apologized for his attacks on Latinos? Has Donald Trump one time apologized for any of the comment he's made?
With respect to Megyn Kelly, I think that...
No.
Oh, well.
The answer is yes or no. Has he apologized? The reality is Donald Trump has not apologized one time. Not one. In fact, this is the same man who said he doesn't need to ask forgiveness of God for anything. That's who you support, the president?
Yeah, because I think that he's going to be good for our community, good for the economy, getting jobs. I think there's a lot of things that he's going to do that are positive. Woo!
I guess that Kool-Aid must taste awful good, boy, because you are just drinking it down. You know, it's bad when somebody is in the toilet. It's even worse when they pull the handle and flush themselves, and that's exactly what this man is doing.
And I have no problem doing it. And a lot of people feel the same way. And this is why the same people on the Democrat side are not really excited about Hillary Clinton's candidacy.
See, here's the difference. No. See, here's the difference with me. See, for this conversation, Clinton ain't got nothing to do with this conversation.
No, she doesn't.
No. Follow me here. For me, it's a question of conscience.
My conscience is clear.
So your conscience is clear. So you perfectly saying 20 years from now to your nieces and nephews,
when they have
your cousins,
my cousins right now. Because I believe that this
when they have what?
With jobs. When they,
hold on all these. But what would you tell their mothers and fathers who couldn't rent apartments with Trump's company in New York because they were not renting to black folks? That's one reason why they had DOJ settlement.
Yeah, and what would I tell the current?
No answer on that one. No answer on that one. Hell, I forgot about that.
People in our community who were suffering because of the Clinton crime bill that they both supported and were incarcerated for that. So, have somebody, what would y'all tell them? I don't know what you tell them. That's current policy that they did.
Right. What I would tell...
See, and he brings up the Clinton crime bill and the Welfare Reform Act. And honestly, he's right about that, except that the Clintons have both come back and apologized for the unintended consequences. So they did issue an apology. Hey, I'm not on board with the Clintons either. And if it were up to me, Bernie would be the one that would be the nominee. But at least they apologized. At least they tried to make it look right, even if it wasn't right. Trump ain't come back and apologize on anything, and he's not going to. And he says he has never apologized for anything in his life, and he ain't starting now. At Paris, damn shame. Damn shame.
I would tell them first of all, what I would tell them, those policies are wrong, and they have consistent efforts to also change those policies to correct them. But when you have a candidate who will not apologize one time, who will simply say, oh, my comments, which were numerous, which were misconstrued, when your own party said, when the Speaker of the House stands up and says it, when you have numerous folks, when you have U.S. senators, when you have Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona saying, I'm sorry, that is absolutely racist, and you're saying, well, you know what, it's all good, that's a little problematic.
For you, but not for
I
me.
certainly planted the flag. But if my grandmother was here, she'd say, I'm going to pray for him.
Yeah, but then
We
again,
should pray for the Democrat side too.
You can't stand for those racist comments.
you can't pray for somebody who won't even ask forgiveness of God because they said, I don't have to.
Yes, you can.
Fuck. You can?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And I would.
Oh my God. I don't know, if he's gay, straight, or whatever. I don't know if he's got a husband or a wife. But whenever he goes home, whoever is there, they need to slap him upside the head. Maybe knock some sense into him, because what he was saying was not just stupid, it was idiotic, it was ignorant, it was basically living in a different reality. Jesus. Some of us black people we just don't get it. We just don't get it. And unfortunately for Paris, he's one of them. He just doesn't get it.